Hello friends, I'm Dr. Schulze, and this week's question is from Catherine in New South Wales, Sydney, Australia. Dear Dr. Schulze, I have been reading your blog and following your advice for some time now. Thank you. I love your products. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I have a toddler and a baby. I have not vaccinated them, and so far they have had predominantly an organic diet. I do not use medical drugs with them at all, only vitamins and natural products. I had considered what I was giving them the best possible diet, but having read most of your books, I think perhaps there is room for improvement. Catherine, there's always room for improvement. You talk a lot about how to heal a sick body and how adults who have made poor choices can right their mistakes, which is so helpful. But what about how to avoid all that with a child? Good question. Avoid all the sickness and disease and problems in the first place. So my question is this. Is the current data given to parents about what to feed their children incorrect? Yeah. Here in Australia, we're encouraged to give children lots of milk, dairy, etc. for calcium. Is this false data? Yeah. Also, we are told to give them cheese and meat for protein. Yes, this conflicts with what I have read in your books on how to be a healthy adult. So it can't work to be how to be a healthy child. Fresh fruit juices are not recommended for children because they're high in sugar. Is this a valid concern? I have now become a vegetarian. I feel great after reading your books, and I am reluctant to make my children vegetarian due to the data I've read about the dietary needs of children for milk, cheese, meat, and to keep away from fruit juices. I can't be the only Dr. Schulze fan with children. Can you help? Many thanks for all that you do. Let me answer your question, Catherine. Unfortunately, what you're hearing, whether it be from medical doctors or on television, about milk, cheese, meat, and fruit juice is all propaganda. In America, and it's the same in Australia, that information is put out by the people who are trying to sell you that material. For instance, in America, all the advertisement for dairy products and even the government issued statements about consuming dairy products is by pressure from the American Dairy Council. All the information that you see on television and you hear from medical doctors in America about the importance of eating meat and getting your protein was promoted by the Beef Advisory Board. In the 1930s in America, sugar, white refined sugar was one of the 12 food groups. Now, how do you think it became one of the 12 food groups by the United States government? Because of the sugar industry, which was subsidized and promoted by the United States government. So anything you're hearing from the Australian government and anything you're hearing from the Australian medical groups is propaganda, is advertising for the beef, dairy, and sugar industries. So no, your kids don't need cow's milk. They need mother's milk till they're a year and a half or 2 years old, and then they don't need milk anymore at all. We are all lactose intolerant. You never see a monkey sucking off the tit of a giraffe or vice versa. The only milk that was ever designed for your kids to consume was your milk. It has the genetic RNA, DNA, and the genetic knowledge to create a healthy baby. A cow has the genetic knowledge to go from 0 to 2,000 pounds, and we wonder why Australia and America is filled with big, fat cows. I mean, people. This is the problem. They don't need the fat, the protein, the genetic intel out of that kind of food. No dairy, no cheese, no meat, not necessary for your kids at all. And fruit juice containing too much sugar. Nobody's talking about the 12 spoons of sugar in a cola drink, okay? So forget about it. Yeah, there's a lot of sugar in it compared to what, okay? And it's natural sugar. And again, I cut my juices mostly 50-50, and if they need to drink something sweet, it's nutritious for them, it's healthy for them, and it'll keep them off the other addicting, teeth-rotting, health-destroying soda drinks. So don't worry about it, okay? Get your kids to be a vegan if that's what you are. Keep them on the fruit juice. Remember vegetable juices too. You know, kids love carrot apple juice, but not if it's 90% carrot and 10% apple. But how about 90% apple and 10% carrot. If you start out like that, they will love the juice and then work towards more carrot over time. You can even slip in 5% wheatgrass and a little superfood and keep it going. So don't worry about it. It's brainwashing, lies from the government, from the medical groups, promoted by the industries that manufacture that garbage. Don't believe it. Get healthy.